Basically, we are studying the income from house property. What are we studying? Income from house property. Income from salary was from section 15 to section 17.
Hmm.
Now we are studying income from house property. So this is from section 22 to section 24. Okay, 22, 23, and 24 is income from house property. So we have 5 heads of income: income from salary, house property, business profession, capital gain, and other sources.
Yes.
Salary, house property, business profession, capital gains, and other sources. Salary is from section 15 to 17, house property is from section 22 to 24. Okay,
Section 22 to 24.
24. Section 22 tells what will be charged to tax. Means section 22 is the chargeability to tax. They are telling that income, when if you are getting any income from the house property, you have to pay the tax. Section
Okay.
20 is the chargeability to tax, which says that if you are getting income from house property, you have to pay tax.
Hmm.
Section 23 will tell you how much tax you have to pay.
Hmm.
What will section 23 tell you? How much tax you will have to pay. And section
Okay.
24 is going to give you deductions, the list of deductions.
Hmm.
Now, there are certain things which they count as house property. What they count as house property, we will see later. Okay.
Hmm.
But any residential or any commercial premises, okay, it will be counted as your house property if you are the owner or we assume you are the owner. Like, say, for example,
Okay.
if you are the owner of the house, say I have a house in Wallace
Hmm.
Fortuna, I am the owner of the house and the title deed tells this is my house.
Hmm.
Okay, and you are generating income from that, then it will be taxed as income from house property.
Okay.
Okay, you are the owner of the house. And you have one more house in the same apartment, in the same building, but you have made your minor son the owner of the house, or maybe the major son the owner of the house.
Hmm.
And the son is not staying in that house.
Okay.
That means, although the title is belonging to your son, but you are the deemed owner.
Hmm.
So, if you are the owner, deemed owner means income tax says we think you are the owner. That is, you are the deemed owner.
Hmm.
Okay. So, the income tax says that income from house property, you have to pay tax. If you are the owner,
Hmm.
you are the deemed owner, you have a
Hmm.
residential house or a building or a land apartment or a commercial house or a land apartment, and you are
Okay.
not staying in that house and you are
Hmm.
not using it for your business and profession,
Hmm.
and you are getting income from the house, then whatever income you are getting from that house will be chargeable under the head income from house property.
Okay.
I'll give you some time to digest and write it, and I will pause this.
Hmm.
So, what are they saying over here? That income will be charged to a tax under the head income from house property. Section 22 is
Hmm.
telling it will be charged to tax under the head income from house property. But how much you will
Hmm.
have to pay, Section 23 is telling. So, if
Hmm.
the assessee is the owner of the land, or I say he is the deemed owner of the land, he owns a
Hmm.
land, the building or land upper tenant there too, and that upper tenant cannot be separated from the land.
Hmm.
Okay, and the upper tenant
Hmm.
cannot be separated from the land, and he is earning income from it provided he is not staying in the house. He is not using the house for his own income from business and profession. Then, whatever income he is earning from it will be charged to tax under the head income from house property.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, when I am doing the income from house property, section 23, what section 23 tells me? How much money you will have to pay.
Hmm.
Okay. So section 23 tells me the money that you have to pay is number one, gross annual value you will have to pay as tax. So the computation looks like that. Please write the computation along with me. So I would say
Hmm.
computation of income from house property. So when I say I am computing the income from house property, it would look like this. I would say the gross annual value. What I would say?
Gross annual value.
Whatever is the gross annual value, from that, you will subtract the municipal taxes. What will you subtract?
Municipal taxes.
Taxes. But for municipal taxes, it should be paid by the owner only. What it is?
Paid by the owner only.
Paid by the owner only. That means if you're paying the municipality tax, you should be the owner number one and you should pay it.
Hmm.
You should be the owner and you should pay it. Okay. Then you would subtract that gross annual value less municipal taxes paid by the owner only. What you get is the net annual value. What
Hmm.
you will net annual value. Then from that, you are going to subtract the deductions. So I would say less deductions. Can you tell me deductions would be under which section?
24.
So less deductions under section 24. And your deductions under section 24, your first deduction is your standard deduction. What was the standard deduction for income from salary?
50,000 old regime, 75,000 new regime.
So here the standard deduction is 30% of the net annual value. Okay.
Hmm.
Second, second deduction is interest on borrowed capital. Interest on borrowed capital. Suppose you have taken some money as a loan to buy the house and you are paying interest on it. So that interest from borrowed capital you are allowed to deduct. So this is your deduction number one, standard deduction. Deduction number two, interest on borrowed capital. You are going to minus this and what you are going to get is your income from house property. This is the format. Now we were going to discuss in detail what comes under gross annual value and everything. So what is the
Hmm.
format for income from house property? Can you please tell me?
Hmm. Gross annual value less municipal tax that is paid by the owner only.
Paid by the
Net
landlord
gives
only. Paid by the landlord only.
paid by the landlord only.
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah.
Less deductions under section 24, which is your standard deduction, which is 30% of the NAV, and interest on borrowed capital, which will give income from house property.
Will give you income from house property. Now, when we're talking about houses, okay, when we are
Hmm.
talking about houses, there are three categories of houses when we are talking. Okay.
Hmm.
First is SOP. What is SOP? Self-occupied property.
Well, hmm.
That means for up to two houses. Up to two
Hmm.
houses, you can claim that you are staying in that house. So up to two houses, you claim you are staying in that house. So the gross annual value of it could be taken as nil. For a
Hmm.
self-occupied property, the gross annual value is taken as nil minus municipal taxes you are allowed to give. You get your net annual value and you are allowed to minus your deductions.
Hmm.
Okay, you are allowed to minus your deductions. What is the maximum deductions? I will tell you that. Now tell me, if the gross annual value is nil,
Hmm.
you are going to get positive or negative? Net annual value.
Negative.
Negative. Now understand one thing, if your gross annual value is nil, this amount is irrelevant.
Okay.
They will not allow you to deduct it, but they will still give you deductions under section 24. And there is a cap on it. The cap of the deductions is maximum 200,000.
Okay.
Okay? Are you with
Hmm.
me? First category of
Yes.
what? Self-occupied.
Self-occupied property.
Okay. Second category of house is the LOP. LOP is
Okay.
let property.
Hmm.
To find the gross annual value of the let out property, there are some steps that we will see now. This is the one that you're actually giving on rent.
Hmm.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. And the third category is DLOP. DLOP,
Okay.
that is deemed to be let out property.
Okay.
Okay, we assume that you are giving it on rent. You are giving or no, I don't care. DLOP. Now, for whom
Hmm.
does DLOP apply? Say your father has more than 2 houses. He has 10 houses.
Okay.
And
Hmm.
he is not earning income from it at all. So the
Okay.
government says one property, we assume that it is occupied by you, you're not earning. Okay, no problem. Second property, maybe you gave your children to live in it, you're not earning income from it. Okay, no problem.
Hmm.
Beyond, if you have any property, you give on rent, then it is let out property.
Okay.
If you don't give on rent and you tell us that that house is vacant, we are not going to listen to you. We will assume that it is a let out property and we say it is DLOP. We will assume that it is a deemed to be let out property.
Okay.
Okay. And for that, you have to calculate the gross annual value.
Okay.
Only thing that we have to calculate in income from house property is the gross annual value. What do you have to calculate?
Gross annual value.
What are the three types of houses under house property?
Self-occupied property, let out property, and deemed to let out property.
DLOP, LOP. Okay. For
Hmm.
SOP, GAV is how much?
Nil.
Nil. For LOP, you have to calculate, and for DLOP also you have to calculate.
Calculate.
Municipal taxes is not allowed to be deducted under SOP.
Yeah, Miss deductions ka what was deductions ka in SOP?
No, everything, but the maximum cap is for one is standard deduction, that is 30% of NAV.
Uh,
NAV is zero under SOP, so standard deduction is not there.
yeah.
Okay. Second deduction is interest on borrowed capital. That
Hmm.
means you borrowed the house and you're paying interest on it. So the cap on that interest is 2 lakh.
Okay, if it is more than 2 lakh, then you have to consider 2 lakh.
Yeah, they will give you 2 lakh. That means they will allow you to show 2 lakh as loss.
Okay.
Deduction they are giving you because the gross annual value is nil. If this is nil,
Hmm.
no municipal tax is allowed. Net annual value
Hmm.
will also become nil. Standard
Hmm.
deduction number one is 30% of NAV. That will also be nil. But your
Hmm.
second deduction, that is the B deduction, is interest on borrowed capital. So that
Yeah.
they allow, and the maximum cap on it is 2 lakh.
Okay.
Okay, there are some rules that if you've taken borrowed the money to construct the house, to complete the process of the house, so for that there is another provision. Okay, so that we
Hmm.
already discuss about this borrowed capital. in some time.
Hmm.
Then second is let out property.
Hmm.
Let out property, we have to calculate the gross annual value. Municipal taxes paid by the owner only will be given to you. Standard deductions and interest on capital.
Hmm.
For LOP, there is no cap.
Okay.
In SOP, the cap is how much on interest on borrowed capital?
2 lakh.
And for LOP, there is no cap.
No cap.
Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay, fine. I'm putting the video on pause. Please take down your notes. Now, our format of income from house property tells us what? First thing, whether it is SOP, LOP, or DLOP. What is the first thing?
GAV.
Gross annual value. Less
Municipal tax.
paid by the
Gives
paid by
paid by the
owner.
owner only.
Okay, remember paid because it should be on paid basis. Then you get net annual value. Less deduction,
Hmm.
standard deduction 30%, and interest on the borrowed capital. So our first step is our gross annual value. This is the only thing that we have to learn in this chapter for the base purpose of computation. So when you're doing the gross annual value, it has to be done in 3 steps.
Hmm.
First, you will take the municipal value. That is rent as per
Hmm.
municipality records.
Hmm.
Municipal value of fair rent, whichever is higher. First thing.
Hmm.
Say if you're talking about Wallis Fortuna, as per
Hmm.
municipal value, the rent is 50,000.
Hmm.
But people are charging in the market actually 120,000.
Hmm.
So 50,000 as per the municipality records, or the fair rent,
Hmm.
the actual market value. Fair rent means the actual market value, whichever is higher. First you take that.
Okay.
Then you
Okay.
take this higher value and bring it over here.
Okay.
Then you get this, you compare it with the standard rent and you write whichever is lower. What is standard rent?
Okay.
Standard rent says standard rent is rent as per the Rent Control Act. Rent Control Act is come into picture to so that the landlords cannot exploit their tenants.
Okay.
Okay, so say in Wallis Fortuna the fair rent is 120,000, but the Rent Control Act tells you that for a 2-bedroom hall kitchen you cannot charge more than 100,000.
Okay.
You cannot charge more than this. Not allowed,
Hmm.
illegal. So, in the second step, you compare your fair rent with the standard rent. Standard rent is as per the Rent Control Act.
Okay.
The fair rent is 120,000 and standard rent is 100,000. So,
Hmm.
which rent will consider?
Standard rent.
100,000.
Hmm.
Say your standard rent is 100,000, but the market value is 80,000.
So then the market value, fair rent.
Fair rent. Okay. So the first step is municipal value of fair rent, whichever is higher. That amount you will compare with
Hmm.
standard and whichever is lower. Okay. Then whatever you
Hmm.
get, whatever lower you get, this is called the expected rent. What is it called?
Expected rent.
That means the market value or the one that is controlled by the Rent Act. You expect that at least this much you will get.
Hmm.
Okay. So the expected rent is compared with the actual rent, and
What
whatever
is the
is
actual?
what you are actually receiving.
Okay.
Okay, what you're actually receiving. So the
Hmm.
expected rent is compared with the actual rent, whichever is higher is your gross annual value. Please digest.
Okay.
I'll come back.